Another week in Port Charles, and once again the city reminded us that nothing stays quiet for long. Secrets cracked open, alliances shifted, and old wounds found new ways to bleed. What felt stable started to shake, and the people who thought they were finally getting a moment to breathe suddenly found themselves pulled back into the storm. Throughout the week, tensions simmered under the surface as characters tried to hold onto their relationships, protect their families, and outrun choices that refused to let go. Some tried to do the right thing. Others did what they felt they had to. And a few made decisions that are going to echo long after this week is over. We saw moments of fear, moments of honesty, moments of betrayal, and those quiet emotional scenes that GH loves to slip in right before everything explodes. Whether it was someone trying to outrun the past, someone else refusing to back down from the truth, or someone realizing the consequences of their actions, every storyline moved another inch closer to collision. People you didn't expect stepped into the spotlight. People you thought were done with the drama got dragged right back into it. And people who've been spiraling finally hit the point where something has to give. Port Charles is balancing on that sharp edge where anything, and anyone, could tip the scales next. As the week closed, the energy shifted. You could feel it, the calm before the chaos vibe. The kind of tension where everyone is bracing for something bigger, something darker, something that's been quietly building behind the scenes. Whatever comes next, it's going to hit fast, and it's going to change the game for more than one family. And that was just this week. If you enjoyed this recap, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more General Hospital breakdowns, teasers, spoilers, reactions, and weekly deep dives. Turn on notifications so you never miss a moment in Port Charles. What an unforgettable day in Port Charles. The drama, the secrets, and the heartbreak all came to a head on General Hospital, leaving every character and viewer reeling. The Quartermaine mansion was buzzing with anticipation and nerves as Willow Tate prepared to marry Drew Kane. The ceremony was intimate, but behind Willow's smile, doubt was simmering. She questioned her choice, wondering if marrying Drew was truly the best path, or if she was sacrificing her own happiness for the sake of her children. In a rare moment of support, her mother Nina Reeves stepped forward, quietly offering Willow an escape route before she walked down the aisle. A chance to call the whole thing off if her heart wasn't in it. Yet, determined to do what she felt was right, Willow pressed forward and exchanged vows with Drew, even as uncertainty lingered in her eyes. But love wasn't the only thing making headlines. The tranquility of the day was shattered when Curtis Ashford was arrested for Drew's shooting. The news rocked his family, who rallied around Curtis in disbelief, desperate to clear his name. Nathan West took charge of the investigation, determined to uncover the truth. Drew, meanwhile, stunned everyone by insisting Curtis was guilty, a decision that left the entire community divided. Elsewhere, secrets unraveled. Trina Robinson stumbled upon a revelation that left her shaken: Portia's secret pregnancy. Portia, overwhelmed by her situation, had been avoiding Curtis and burying herself in work at the hospital, hoping to keep her distance and her secret safe. Now, with Trina in the know, the delicate balance in their family teetered on the edge. And what's Thanksgiving in Port Charles without a little chaos? The Quartermaines gathered for their annual holiday, but, true to tradition, disaster struck, and their turkey was ruined. Undeterred, the family embraced the mayhem and ordered pizza, proving once again that it's not the food, but the family, and the drama, that makes the holiday memorable. As the episode closed, the air was thick with questions. Will Willow come to regret her marriage to Drew, or will her sacrifice pay off? Can Curtis clear his name and find out who really shot Drew, or will the truth remain buried? How will Portia's pregnancy affect her relationships with Curtis and Trina? And what new secrets and scandals are waiting just around the corner for our favorites in Port Charles? One thing's for sure, the drama is far from over on General Hospital. Stay tuned, because every secret has its price, and in this town, nothing stays hidden for long. Curtis Ashford's world is beginning to fracture under the weight of his own choices. The truth he thought he could bury, the payment to Selena, the order that put Drew Kane's life in jeopardy, has finally clawed its way to the surface. And now, every relationship Curtis holds dear is slipping through his fingers. His family, once the foundation that kept him grounded, is looking at him with uncertainty and disbelief. Trina, already burdened by the secrets her family hid about Portia's pregnancy, now faces the devastating realization that her father may have orchestrated a crime from the shadows. Her trust, fragile and hard-earned, may shatter entirely. Jordan, who has stood by Curtis through heartbreak, healing, and countless complications, now faces a truth that could end them for good. Even Marshall, who fought so hard to reconnect with his son, may struggle to stand by him when the truth is this devastating. Curtis isn't just fighting for his freedom anymore, he's fighting for the very people who once believed he could do no wrong. Across town, on a day meant to be filled with love and celebration, Willow Tate stands on a threshold she's not certain she wants to cross. She has married Drew, but her heart trembles with doubt, a doubt deepened by the sight of Michael Corinthos watching from the shadows, still silently carrying the love he never let go of. Willow's regret is a quiet ache, a truth she's trying to ignore, but it grows louder with every moment she spends denying her heart. If the truth breaks through, everything she and Drew have tried to build could collapse in an instant. A confrontation may be inevitable, one where Willow must finally admit that love cannot be forced, and loyalty cannot replace passion. Her choice could unravel not only her new marriage but the delicate balance between Drew, Michael, and the entire Corinthos family. And when the dust settles, nothing in her life may ever look the same again. In Port Charles, the truth has a way of clawing its way to the surface, and today, the secrets are louder than the lies. Curtis Ashford finally reaches a breaking point, revealing to Jordan that the story he gave the police about Drew's shooting was never the full truth. Beneath his calm exterior lives a man burdened by guilt, haunted by the $1 million deal he made with Selena Wu, an arrangement that may have spiraled far beyond his control. His confession doesn't just shift the investigation, it shifts the ground beneath the people he cares about. Every word he utters ties Jordan closer to a storm she never asked to be part of. Across town, the Brown Dog Bar becomes the battleground for a confrontation years in the making. Portia Robinson storms in with fire in her eyes and fear in her heart, demanding answers from Nina Reeves. Accusations fly as Portia insists Nina is setting her up for a shooting she had nothing to do with. Their tension is razor sharp, two mothers, two motivations, and one explosive misunderstanding that threatens to tear open old wounds and create new enemies. Meanwhile, young Rocco Falconeri stands at a crossroads no teenager should face. As he awaits sentencing, the weight of his choices presses heavily on him, forcing Emma and Gio to grow up and fast forward. Their carefree days are gone. In their place stands a sobering reality that will test their loyalty, their identity, and their chance at a future. But the darkest shadows fall over Laura Collins. After discovering Professor Dalton's body in her trunk, Laura can no longer hold herself together. She confesses to Sonny, her voice trembling as she faces the horror of what's happened, and what it could mean. Her once steady leadership gives way to fear, confusion, and a haunting sense that she is losing herself. Each moment pushes her closer to a breaking point, and those around her can only watch as she slips further into uncertainty. Relationships bend and threaten to snap under the pressure. Curtis and Jordan find themselves drawn together through shared secrets, Nina and Portia escalate into a full-scale feud, and Dante's decision to ban Rocco from Gio sends a shockwave through their families. Trust is crumbling, lines are being redrawn, and the future of several households hangs in the balance. Because in Port Charles, one lie can build an empire, but one confession can burn it all down. And today, everyone feels the heat. Port Charles was shaken to its core today as secrets, confessions, and dangerous alliances collided. Sidwell made his most ruthless move yet, cornering Laura with undeniable proof tying her to Professor Dalton's murder. With photos showing Sonny at the scene and Laura standing over her trunk with Dalton's body, Sidwell's blackmail forces Laura into a position she never imagined, one where her power, her reputation, and her freedom hang in the balance. Meanwhile, Curtis finally faced the truth he's been running from. In a raw and vulnerable confession to Jordan, he admitted he hired Selena to kill Drew, but backed out moments before it was too late. Jordan, torn yet loyal, chose to stand by him, strengthening a bond that has been tested by lies, danger, and unspoken history. Their connection deepens just as the consequences of Curtis's choices begin to ripple outward. Across town, Dante took a hard line with Gio and Emma after uncovering their break-in at the lab and the rescue of the dogs, an impulsive act that led to Rocco's trouble spiraling even further. Emotions were high as Dante fought to rein in the chaos while protecting his family from choices that could follow them forever. And for Trina, the pressure continues to mount. With her father arrested, her mother guarding painful secrets, and her own world unraveling, Trina turns to Kai as the two decide to investigate Drew's shooting themselves. What begins as a search for truth could unravel a conspiracy far bigger than either of them expects. But the storm is still building. Sidwell's true plans remain hidden, casting a shadow over Port Charles as he tightens his grip. Curtis's confession may be the spark that ignites new conflicts, threatening families, friendships, and fragile alliances. And looming over it all is the chilling revelation that Carly Spencer has been kidnapped, setting the stage for a twist that could turn every storyline on its head. One day, one episode, and a town forever changed. On today's episode of General Hospital, the tension in Port Charles explodes as multiple storylines collide. Sidwell arrives at Sonny's doorstep with a threat that could destroy everything. He shows Sonny incriminating photos of him and Laura standing over Dalton's body, along with the gun containing Laura's DNA. Sidwell demands control of the piers and warns Sonny that if anything happens to him or Marco, those receipts go straight to the police. Meanwhile, Valentine makes a shocking escape from Pentonville and appears at Carly's home without warning. He hints that their goals finally align, suggesting they team up to take down Jack Brennan once and for all. Laura is rattled by dark, vivid nightmares of Cyrus and Esme tormenting her, insisting Ace is better off without her. Cyrus hands her the very gun used to kill Dalton, urging her to confess, leaving Laura shaken and unsure how much longer she can hold herself together. At the Brown Dog Bar, Britt spirals after drinking too much and collapses. Jason steps in, steady and silent, carrying her home and staying by her side as she recovers. Carly makes an effort to repair her relationship with Lucas, but he makes it clear he needs time. He can't accept her stance on Marco, and for now, he's keeping his distance. Jocelyn pushes back against Jack Brennan yet again, choosing Vaughn over orders, and Jack warns her she's inches away from crossing a dangerous line. And Laura confides everything to Kevin, as the two quietly try to figure out how to handle Sidwell's deadly ultimatum. But the storm is only beginning. Sidwell's demands will grow, Valentine's escape puts a new target on Jack Brennan, and Laura faces the impossible choice: confess, or find another way out before everything collapses. If you're enjoying these recaps, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more.